In this video, I'm going to share with you the one single greatest thing I learned this year. And it was so amazing for me that I could apply it everywhere, and it literally changed my life to the better, and my life already was awesome. So stick with me till the end, move your finger around the subscribe button and click it, and also click the like button and enjoy some chocolate because you deserve it, because you're awesome. One thing that really blew my mind this year was something that I got from the book The Surrender Experiment by Michael Singer. And he talks about basically to surrender the flow of the universe, and everything will fall into places and everything will turn out totally fine for you. And I like the idea because it humbled me a lot. And when I felt that my ego would take over again and wanted to force the way as it wishes, then this book or this message really helped me. But what is the ego, and why should we surrender to the flow of the universe? And you don't even need to call it the universe. Some people call it God, some people call it the life force, some people call it the source code, some people call it the matrix, and some people call it the flying spaghetti monster. I don't care. Call it whatever you want. But there is a force, and if you surrender to it, you will be so much better. You will be so much happier with it. The thing is that our ego, the thinking in us, came to existence when we started thinking. And this thinking led to suffering, led to envy, jealousy, pain, anger, fear, and all the way lower vibrations like guilt and shame. These are emotional states only we humans know. And all this suffering comes from it. Suffering is the decision to stay in the pain. The suffering comes from all this remembering from this one situation, from this one painful moment. And you always go back in your mind to it to experience it again. So you cannot really let it go. And your ego wants to change that outcome and wants to change the reality. Russell Brand said something nice on his YouTube channel about the ego. He said, "The ego is a pitiful god that lives between our ears. And when something happens the ego doesn't like, it wants to bend the reality after its will. And then it finds out that it cannot bend the reality, so it gets mad. And it gets even madder. And this is suffering. This is going back to the same bad story you tell yourself all the time, because you want an outcome that is not there in front of you. And you say to the universe, give me that outcome as I want it. And this is like telling Amazon, when you order a book from Amazon, yeah, I want that my neighbor George will deliver it in a clown costume. And then Amazon says, no, we don't do that. We deliver it by post, like everything we ship. And you get mad because you want your neighbor George in a clown costume to deliver your book to you. And this is ego. You can see the universe as a warehouse, as Amazon. You order something from it, and that's it. You place the order, and it's on Amazon how to fulfill it. This is why there's something called Amazon FBA, like fulfilled by Amazon, I believe. Tell me in the comments if I'm wrong. Also, press the like button if I'm wrong. And this is where surrendering comes in. I had a bumpy time this year, but it was only bumpy because my ego was in the way. My ego couldn't accept that it is how it is. Besides experiencing a tough breakup, I also moved to a new city beginning of the year, and I was kind of suddenly alone in that moment. And also a situation with my former company I was in got more and more unstable, and I didn't know where the way was. My ego tried to figure out that way and force something into being which couldn't work. And this is why surrendering helped me so much, because my ego tried to force a way where was none and force things into existence which shouldn't exist. Surrendering helped me to just trust the flow of the universe, that the things I ordered, happiness, joy, prosperity, health, everything is delivered right to my doorstep. I don't need to do anything. I just go on with my life and try to be the most happiest person I can ever be. And this, in that instant, made me to that most happy person. Because trusting and surrendering to the flow of the universe means that you take your ego out. You don't know anything. You don't know how things will work out. but you trust that everything will work out fine for you. Everything in the universe is exactly how it should be. Otherwise, it wouldn't be there. It's the universe. I mean, if there's something in the universe that should not be exactly as it is, then it is exactly as it is because it is the universe. The universe wants it that way. When I found out that I'm relatively insignificant for the course of the universe, it gave me so much peace. And I could accept. And suddenly things began to fall into their places. I met amazing friends. I dated amazing girls. I was on fantastic concerts. I had so much fun, and suddenly people were approaching me to ask me for my help and to ask for coaching advice. And this is exactly what I want to do, to help people. And things really go the way they should be. And if I find out that it doesn't work out exactly as I made up in my mind, I remind myself that I'm not surrendering. I'm not in the creation mode. I'm in the survival mode. I'm in my ego. And I give power now to this pitiful God, to this powerless God that wants to bend something, create something into existence, but he has no power. He's impotent. This ego is just our thinking, and this state of not being okay of how things are. And this is suffering. And the way out of it is surrendering to what is, accepting what is. Accepting doesn't mean you like it. Accepting just means it is there. Accepting is you watch a YouTube video right now. If you don't like it, that's a different story. If you like it, that's even better. Then click the like and subscribe button and tell all your friends about it and spam in the comments how much you like it. That would be amazing. But surrendering is just that. Accepting what is and trusting that the universe is delivering what you want right now.